Hello, good afternoon, dear participants. I am Dr. B. Lavanya, Associate Professor from Department of History, University College of Arts and Social Sciences, Osmania University. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. F. Charles, convener of Eurasia Research, for giving me this opportunity to participate in this international conference. This is my second participation. Earlier, I have participated conference at Thailand in 2019. Today I am going to speak on roots of script in ancient Indian civilizations. We all know that scripts and language are very important tools for intellectual and emotional expression and are very useful in understanding ancient civilizations. Script is a particular system of writing or a written means of human communication, and it produced most important and meaningful pieces of writing in the history of not only the world but also of India. It communicated the most important and the basic aspects of human conditions and life. Script and language, along with other strong vocabulary and grammar, provides a rich ground for the spread of language, culture, and heritage. They act as a bridge between civilizations. And when we are referring to a script, a language, which are referring to a spoken language, a method of communication, script refers to collection of characters that are used to write one or more languages, and they're used mainly for different kinds and means of communication. When we are coming to the main aspects of this presentation, the main objective here is to highlight the roots of scripts in ancient Indian civilization and to explore the types, evolution, and nature of Indian scripts. And we know that most of the epigraphs, they have been referring to the different types of scripts, language, and culture in India. Most of the epigraphs know that the Sanskrit and Tamil, which are two main ancient languages, evolved from the two different roots but were written in Brahmi script around the 3rd century BCE. Brahmi script, which evolved into the Nagari script in the north and later into Devanagari and other North Indian scripts which are used today. Even the Constitution of India, it lists many languages like 22 official languages according to the Republic of India. And different kinds of manuscripts also deals with different kinds of ancient scripts and manuscripts. And like for example, Brahmi, Gupta, Nagari, then we have Sharada, Granda, Kharoshti, and also in southern part and also in the western and the eastern parts. Most of the Indian scripts have been used for writing 70% of the manuscripts and are in the Sanskrit language. Other 30% of manuscripts are in the languages like we have many regional languages in India like Assami, Bengali, then we have Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada, Kashmiri, then we have Malayalam, Manipuri, Marathi, Nepali, then we have also at Punjabi and extreme south we have Tamil, Telugu, Urdu and other languages. When we look at the ancient civilizations, the most of the civilizations for which written history is not available and is not deciphered yet are prehistoric categories. Indus Valley civilization is a classical example of prehistoric society since its scripts are not deciphered yet. Most of the scripts are derived from Brahmi, and there are mainly three important family of scripts which are broadly divided into Devanagari, Dravidian, and Grantha. There are many languages in the ancient scripts such as Sanskrit, Pali, and Hindi. The earliest script of Indus Valley civilization is the Indus scripts, which was generally written from right to left, and the representation of certain numerical values have been identified in this script. And it is the most important script that is mainly deciphered before the edicts of Ashoka that dates around 250 BCE. Over 400 basic signs have been identified as part of Indus script, of which 31 signs occur over 100 times, while other symbols are used regularly. They give a lot of information about like religious and cultural aspects of the period, and there has certain representation of numerical values, and also they are represented by different kinds of strokes, and we have different kinds of symbols and sign patterns, and other techniques are used in the writing system. The Indus script is also very important script, which is mainly produced by the Indus Valley civilization, and particularly in Harappa and other important sites. And it is mainly produced during the period 2700 to 1500 BCE. And there are many attempts to decipher the Indus scripts. According to Richard Matthew of Harvard University, the director of Harvard Archaeological Research Project, these primitive inscriptions were found on pottery, may predate and all other writing clay tablets containing primitive words. So we can know several relationship of this Indus script with Egyptian script, and they were having relations with Indo-Aryan linguistic substratum, and also we have other evidences of linguistic evidences of different kinds of languages preceding the Indo-Aryan presence and other aspects. Then we can also see that the Indus script, which is mainly pictographic in nature, it contains different kinds of symbols, and it was referring to the Indus Valley culture and civilization. And almost a number of clay tablets have been found which contained 24 to 34 symbols, and all these characters are largely pictorial, representing different kinds of symbols, like we have dancing girls, then we have a picture of a man with a beard. So we have different kinds of aspects that are dealt in most of the scripts and other seals and clay tablets that were found. So we found that it is mainly written from the left to right and has a strong preference for symmetric rounded shapes within the squared outline. So this is one of the origins of script in ancient Indus Valley civilization. Now, when we talk about the Brahmi script is one of the earliest system of script that developed in India after the Indus scripts, and it is one of the most influential writing systems. And all the modern scripts and several hundred scripts that are found in Southeast and East Asia are mainly derived from the Brahmi script. We can also say that Brahmi script is the originator of the present Indian scripts, including Devanagari, Bengali, Tamil, Malayalam, etc. And we can also see that majority of the languages that are written in Brahmi derived scripts, such as Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Eastern Nagari, and other, except Urdu, like which later on entered because of a combination of Arabic and other languages. So it is very important to know that the Brahmi script not only was very popular in the North India, but also in South India, and it was mainly deciphered in 1838 by James Prince. So the best known Brahmi scripts are the rock-cut edicts of Ashoka in North Central India that dates back to 252 BCE. Many scholars support that Brahmi probably is derived from the Aramic influence, and others support that Brahmi language can have some Indus script influence also. So we have different types of scripts. Again, we have two types of main scripts that are mainly derived from the Brahmi. That is the Devanagari, which is the basis of languages of North and Western India, and also we have different kinds of Grantha and other formats. The next important script of ancient India is the Kali script. As we discussed earlier also, it is mainly written from right to left, and it is used in Gandhara culture of northwestern India, and it is sometimes also called as Gandhari script. It is used for writing in the Gupta period, and it became a very important part of not only the northwestern India, but many inscriptions are also found in the form of Buddhist text from different parts of Afghanistan and Pakistan. So other important main scripts are, like we have the Gupta script, the Nagari script, which is found in the eastern variant of Gupta, and then also we have different kind of Hindi and Nepali type of script. Devanagari script is the main script which is used to present to write many languages, as we said, the regional languages, and it is still in use in northern and southern India. So the main scripts which we can see in Indian civilization originate from Indus script. Then we have Brahmi, then Kharosthi, and Devanagari script. And then we can also see other types of scripts like Kalinga script. Kalinga script is very, very important in the sense that it was used in Odisha, and this is used to write an ancient form of Oriyan language. And it is very close to original Brahmi script, and the Oriya languages presently uses different script that is also derived from the Bengal. And we have Granda script, which is one of the earliest southern scripts which also originated from Brahmi, and it is like a combination of Tamil, or we can say it is a branch that came from Tamil and Malayalam script, and people still used to write those languages in this script. And one more important script, we have Kadambi script, which is also a descendant of Brahmi script, and it marks the birth of Kannada script. So we have different kinds of scripts like Sanskrit, Kadambi, Tamil, Telugu, and other scripts that mainly originated in ancient India. When we particularly speak of all these scripts, we have different scripts like Indus, Brahmi, Kharosthi, Gupta, Nagari, Sharada. So India is having a very rich culture where we have a rich tradition, rich artistic like forms of writing, where we have scripts in southern India, western India, Deccan India. Like western India, it is known as Gurumukhi script, and Deccan India, we have Modi script. Then we have Gujarati script. Then we also have in southern India, as we discussed, all this Telugu, Malayalam, and we have Vattavotu script, and all this Kadamba script and Tamil script. So we have different forms of scripts according to the region, and all these scripts are reflecting a different kinds of traditions of that particular regions. And when we move to the medieval and the modern period, it is very interesting that a new type of script emerged that is known as Urdu script, and the Urdu alphabet is also used to write from right to left, and it is a modification of the Persian alphabet, and it also a derivative of Arabic alphabet. So Persian Arabic script became very, very popular during 13th century, and later became very popular in the 14th century, and it is also known as Shahmukhi script. And then we have other scripts like Santali script also. Then in the modern script, we have Sharada script, then we have Siddha Martika script, and in the, as we discussed, in the western India, we have Landa script, Gurumukhi script, Modi script, and Gujarati script. These are some of the scripts, and in the South India, we have again detailed all these scripts. So Indian scripts have differentiated into different forms. We can say the writing styles and scripts were very particular to regions, they were particular to communities, they were particular to caste, and even we had a specific section to write these scripts, and they were mainly known as scribes, and even scribes as well as the merchants. They were maintaining their own scripts, and these scripts were used for different kinds of official, economic, and religious purposes. So overall, we can say that different kinds of scripts were mainly started being referring to, when we refer to the Indian context, we have the scripts from 2500 BC itself, and they continued, and we have many scripts, and as of today, scripting languages are widely used and are in demand, and in most of the like, for instance, the modern Indian scripts and several hundred scripts are found in Southeast and East Asia, and all these scripts are mainly derived from the Brahmi script. So the overall analysis, we can see that different kinds of Indo-Aryan linguistic substratum in Sanskrit text is made, and then next, because of the Aryan invasions, and we have very types of like we have the Western type of scripts, then we have Eastern type of Eastern variants, and we have Southern variants, we have Northern variants, but the origins or the roots of the scripts can be seen mainly basically in the Indus Valley civilization that dates back to 2500 to 1500 BC, and later on during the time of Ashoka, which is known as like the Greek, the Kharosthi, and the Brahmi script. And then we also have the Vedic text, which are referring to a different kinds of scripts of Indo-Aryan presence and their contribution. And finally, we can say that all these scripts, whether the medieval, modern, or the ancient scripts, they were referring to different kinds of gods, goddesses, and they were referring to the culture, political, economic, and the cultural life of the people. And we can also see that they were referring not only to the technology part. Here the technology part is also very, very important, because we have this technology that dates back to the 2000 years past history of ancient Indian civilizations, and all these have a different kinds of symbols, signs that refer to not only the tradition of writing in the earlier period, but it also refers to the concept of technology that was used in the ancient period. So overall, we can say that the roots of Indian scripts has a very long history, and these scripts are very useful, and they reflect not only the history, culture of ancient civilizations, but they give a lot of information about the political, economic, and religious aspects. So thank you once again. Thank you for your patient listening and attention. And if you have any doubts or clarifications, kindly mail. My email ID is bennalavanya@gmail.com. Thank you once again. Thank you to the organizers of Eurasia Research for giving me this opportunity. Thank you one and all. If you have any questions, kindly post to my Gmail ID, Lavanya Benna or bennalavanya@gmail.com. Thank you.